What's up guys, I'm Krexu and welcome back to another video on the channel. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. The first mod in today's video was suggested by Marcos Lacerda 9350. I checked it out, and honestly, it's a hidden gem that definitely deserves a spot in this lineup. Echoes of Power is a truly unique and incredibly interesting mod that adds special abilities to the game. To use a specific power, you'll need an item called a genetic sequencer, along with one of the power chips. There are 8 different superpowers to choose from. I highly recommend installing the well-known JEI mod so you can easily check all the crafting recipes. Simply combine both items in the crafting grid, and once you hold the new item and right-click, you'll gain your chosen power. The abilities are really one of a kind. You'll find things like the ability to turn into a slime, area of effect attacks, or even transforming into a werewolf for increased reach. You can even shapeshift into specific mobs to gain their unique traits. Naturally, you can level up and upgrade these superpowers as you use them, and if you ever want to remove one, you just need to use a special totem. This mod is actually much deeper, adding plenty of armor and new items that I won't spoil here, so I definitely recommend adding it to your pack and enjoying this overhauled gameplay system. By the way, if you know any underrated mods that deserve more attention, let me know in the comments. I might feature your suggestion in the next episode. Cold Sweat is a unique mod that significantly ramps up the survival difficulty. It introduces an advanced temperature system, meaning you'll have to be much more mindful of what you're wearing. Of course, the mod adds new clothing items specifically designed to help you survive these harsh conditions. From now on, in snowy biomes, you can actually freeze to death. To prevent that, you'll need to craft special parkas using goat fur, which finally makes goats way more useful. You can also warm up by standing near a lit furnace or a campfire. But don't forget about overheating. This can happen in places like deserts and will cause severe dizziness. To handle the heat, you'll need to hunt some hoglins. Since they live in the nether, their hide is naturally heat-resistant. Alternatively, you can stay cool by standing near a special refrigerator powered by ice or snowballs. The next mod in today's episode adds a handful of new, challenging monsters to the game. Each one has unique abilities. For example, you might run into a special honey zombie. He's actually an exception because he won't attack you. Instead, if you hit him, he'll grant you a honey regeneration effect. On the other hand, you might encounter the ignited zombie, who sets himself on fire the moment he spots you and charges straight at you, igniting everything in his path. Then there's the hungry zombie, who devours anything in sight. When it comes to horses, he'll actually eat them twice, first turning the horse into a zombie horse and then into a skeleton horse. There are plenty of other zombie variants, but I don't want to spoil them all here. I definitely recommend installing this one and seeing for yourself what they're capable of in your own world. Stamina is a small mod that, as the name suggests, adds a stamina system to the game. Your stamina is calculated based on your health, meaning the more HP you have, the more stamina you'll have at your disposal. This adds a huge layer of strategy to boss fights or when facing hordes of mobs, because if you manage your stamina poorly and run out at the wrong moment, it could spell disaster. It regenerates fairly slowly, but you can speed up the process by eating things like golden apples. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and drop a nice comment below. Now, let's get back to the video. Forager is a new enchantment added by this mod. It's quite rare, and most importantly, can only be found in end city chests, which makes it incredibly valuable. This unique enchantment can only be applied via a book and is strictly for bows. From now on, it ensures that all mob drops from your bow kills are instantly teleported to your inventory. This works for experience points too. It's absolutely perfect for farming ghast tears, since those are the ones that usually end up falling into the lava. Biodiverse is a mod in the style of Alex's mobs. It adds dozens of new animals to the world, making it feel significantly more populated. Some of these creatures have really beautiful animations, though the author focused primarily on animal mechanics rather than just looks. Some of them offer incredibly useful features. For example, you can tame lion cubs by feeding them a large amount of meat, and once you do, you'll have a truly powerful combat companion. The mod also introduces several new items, like poison darts that momentarily freeze your enemies in place. In my opinion, it's the perfect mod for anyone looking to make their world more diverse and full of life. I bet it's happened to you more than once. A creeper sneaks up behind you and blows up, leaving a massive crater in the ground. We all know the pain of having to patch that hole up, and that's exactly why this mod was created. It adds special orbs that automatically repair any explosion damage, whether it's from creeper blasts or even TNT. Now, one important thing, it might seem obvious, but this only fixes holes in the terrain, so it won't restore your stash of diamonds if they get caught in the blast. It's a very simple mod, but it definitely belongs in every single mod pack. The next mod definitely speeds up and simplifies the smelting process. It introduces a special new block that you can connect to multiple furnaces using pipes. Thanks to this, if you put even just a single piece of coal into the new device, it will power all the connected furnaces at once. This saves you a massive amount of coal, wood, or whatever fuel you happen to be using. It's the kind of mod that makes life easier without breaking any core gameplay mechanics. It's incredibly annoying when you pick up your items after dying, only to find them scattered all over your inventory in random slots. That's where this next mod comes in. Death Sorter is a small mod that simply remembers your layout. When you retrieve your items, it puts them back exactly where they were before you died. It might seem like a small tweak, but let's be honest, resorting your inventory was always a huge pain. Useful Brush is a mod that gives the standard brush a whole lot more utility. From now on, besides just brushing blocks for loot, you can brush sheep to get string, or brush mushroom blocks to gather more mushrooms. If that's not enough to convince you, you can now use the brush on snow to create different layers, which is perfect for decorating a snowy roof. You can also brush moss blocks to turn them back into their regular versions. There's obviously much more to discover, and this mod definitely gives a lot of purpose to what used to be one of the least useful items in the game. That's going to wrap it up for today's video. Make sure to drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.